In the mid-1960s, long before food delivery apps, loyalty programs, or viral TikTok food trends, a teenage boy in Connecticut walked into a small sandwich shop with a simple goal: to earn money for college. He didn't know it yet, but that decision would help spark one of the most remarkable growth stories in modern business history. This is the rise of Subway, a brand that would go from a single storefront to becoming one of the largest fast food chains on the planet. Imagine America in 1965. The country was in the middle of cultural transformation. Rock music was reshaping youth identity. The space race was inspiring dreams of the future. And the fast food industry was just beginning to take off. McDonald's had introduced the concept of standardized quick service. Burger chains were expanding across highways and suburbs, but one category remained largely untapped: fresh, made-to-order sandwiches. That gap is where a young man named Fred DeLuca saw opportunity. With just a $1,000 loan from family friend Dr. Peter Buck, Fred opened a tiny sandwich shop called Pete's Super Submarines. The goal was simple: sell affordable sandwiches and save enough money for tuition. The plan seemed modest. The ambition, at first, was survival. But what started as a small local business quickly evolved into something bigger. Fred and Peter noticed that customers appreciated customization. Instead of serving pre-assembled items, they allowed people to choose their bread, meat, vegetables, and sauces. It was a subtle innovation, but one that tapped into a powerful psychological desire: control. Customers weren't just buying food, they were designing their own meals. As the late 1960s rolled into the 1970s, the founders refined their formula. They shortened the name to Subway, making it simpler, catchier, and easier to brand. They focused on speed without sacrificing freshness, and most importantly, they embraced a business model that would define their future: franchising. Franchising allowed Subway to expand rapidly with minimal capital. Instead of building every store themselves, they empowered independent entrepreneurs to open locations under the Subway name. This strategy turned customers into business partners and transformed local sandwich shops into part of a national network. For many aspiring owners, Subway represented an accessible path into the American dream, a chance to run a business without creating a brand from scratch. Throughout the 1980s, the fast food landscape became increasingly competitive. Giants like Burger King and Wendy's were battling for market share. Yet Subway found its niche by positioning itself differently. While burgers were often associated with indulgence, Subway began emphasizing freshness and perceived health benefits. The iconic slogan, "Eat Fresh," would later become one of the most recognizable marketing messages in the industry. This positioning was no accident. It reflected changing consumer attitudes. As Americans became more aware of nutrition and lifestyle choices, they started looking for alternatives to traditional fast food. Subway's customizable sandwiches, filled with vegetables and served on long rolls of bread, seemed like a smarter option. Whether or not the meals were truly healthier in every case mattered less than how customers felt about their choices. By the early 1990s, Subway had grown into a global phenomenon. Its stores appeared in shopping malls, gas stations, airports, and college campuses. The brand's green and yellow signage became a familiar sight across American towns and cities. Subway wasn't just selling sandwiches anymore. It was selling convenience, consistency, and a sense of participation. Every order felt personal, even within a standardized system. One of the most fascinating aspects of Subway's rise was its ability to adapt to local markets while maintaining a unified identity. In urban areas, stores catered to busy professionals grabbing lunch between meetings. In suburban communities, families stopped by for quick dinners. On highways, travelers found comfort in a familiar brand. This flexibility allowed Subway to integrate seamlessly into everyday life. Then came a turning point that would redefine the company's image: the introduction of powerful storytelling in its marketing. Instead of focusing solely on products, Subway began highlighting real-life transformations. The most famous example involved a college student who claimed to have lost significant weight by eating Subway sandwiches regularly. The campaign resonated deeply with audiences. It reinforced the idea that Subway wasn't just fast food, it was part of a healthier lifestyle. During the late 1990s and early 2000s, Subway experienced explosive growth. Franchise locations multiplied across the United States and beyond. The company entered international markets, tailoring menus to cultural preferences while maintaining its core promise of freshness and customization. In many regions, Subway became one of the first Western fast food brands to establish a strong presence. This rapid expansion reflected a broader shift in consumer behavior. People were becoming busier, more mobile, and increasingly reliant on quick meal solutions. At the same time, they sought options that aligned with evolving values around wellness and individuality. Subway's assembly line ordering process, where customers watched their sandwiches being prepared step by step, created transparency and trust.
But growth at this scale also introduced challenges. Managing thousands of independently owned franchises required complex coordination. Ensuring consistent quality across locations became an ongoing struggle. Competition intensified as other brands adopted similar concepts, offering wraps, salads, and customizable bowls. The very innovation that once set Subway apart was gradually becoming industry standard. Yet the company continued to innovate in subtle ways. It experimented with new bread varieties, expanded protein options, and introduced limited-time promotions designed to generate excitement. Marketing campaigns emphasized affordability, positioning Subway as both a healthier and budget-friendly choice. For students, office workers, and families alike, the brand remained a convenient go-to solution. At its peak, Subway surpassed many competitors in store count, becoming one of the largest restaurant chains in the world. This achievement wasn't driven by flashy dining experiences or luxury branding. It was built on accessibility. Subway stores were everywhere, woven into the fabric of daily routines. From morning commuters grabbing breakfast sandwiches to late-night diners seeking a quick bite, the brand became almost invisible in its ubiquity. There's something psychologically powerful about that kind of presence. When a brand becomes part of your everyday environment, it no longer feels like a choice, it feels like a default. Subway's rise illustrates how strategic placement, consistent messaging, and simple product design can create massive influence over consumer habits. However, success also brings scrutiny. As health trends evolved and new fast casual competitors emerged, Subway faced increasing pressure to reinvent itself. Consumers began demanding higher ingredient transparency, premium flavors, and more modern dining experiences. The company responded with store redesigns, updated menus, and digital ordering systems. It sought to balance tradition with innovation, honoring the original vision while adapting to a new era. The story of Subway is not just about sandwiches, it's about timing, perception, and the power of scalability. It shows how a small idea, when paired with the right business model, can transform into a global enterprise. It demonstrates the importance of understanding customer psychology, how giving people choice can build loyalty stronger than any advertising campaign. Think about the symbolism of the sandwich itself. Bread represents familiarity. Fillings represent variety. The act of assembling them mirrors the modern consumer experience, curated, personalized, and fast. Subway turned that symbolism into a system, and that system reshaped how millions of people think about quick meals. Today, the brand continues to navigate an ever-changing marketplace. Digital technology is redefining convenience. Delivery platforms are altering the economics of restaurants. Younger generations are exploring plant-based diets and globally inspired flavors.
Yet the core idea that fueled Subway's rise remains relevant. Simple food, made quickly, tailored to individual taste. If you walk into a Subway store today, you might notice the same fundamental process that began decades ago. You choose your bread, you select your toppings, you watch as your meal takes shape in front of you. It's a ritual that connects the past to the present, a reminder that even the most ordinary experiences can carry extraordinary stories. The rise of Subway offers valuable lessons for entrepreneurs, marketers, and anyone curious about how businesses grow. It reveals that innovation doesn't always mean creating something entirely new. Sometimes it means reimagining the familiar. It shows that scale can be achieved through partnership and trust, and it highlights the importance of evolving with consumer expectations while staying true to foundational values. So the next time you see that green and yellow logo glowing from a street corner or a shopping center, consider the journey behind it. A $1,000 loan, a teenager's ambition, a willingness to experiment. These elements combine to create a brand that would leave a lasting mark on global food culture. In a world obsessed with overnight success stories, Subway reminds us that real growth often occurs gradually, built step by step, or in this case, sandwich by sandwich. The rise of Subway is ultimately a story about vision meeting opportunity, about understanding what people want before they even realize it themselves. And perhaps that's the most compelling part of all. Because somewhere, right now, in a small shop or a quiet office, another idea is taking shape. Another entrepreneur is testing a concept that might one day transform an industry. The future of business is being written in moments that feel ordinary today. If you found this story insightful, imagine what other hidden histories are shaping the brands you encounter every day. Stay curious, stay engaged, and keep exploring the fascinating journeys behind the logos that define modern life.